A transmission arrives without origin or trajectory. It does not degrade with distance or time. Every satellite receives it at once. Every nation confirms the same signal within seconds. The content is simple and direct. Earth has been selected for controlled invasion and evaluation. No demand, no threat, no explanation beyond a fixed timestamp, 12 days ahead. Reaction across governments is fragmented and uneven. Denial is impossible, yet understanding is absent. Financial markets collapse, transportation halts. Digital infrastructure overloads from constant verification loops. Private citizens record and share, but networks degrade under strain. Scientists confirm the signal is not artificial. It adapts in real time to interference and encryption. It cannot be blocked or redirected. Military organizations mobilize, preparing for a conventional threat they don't understand. Intelligence agencies seek a source, but no physical origin exists within observable space. The message repeats hourly, same timestamp, no new data. Religious institutions declare meaning. The population fractures into compliance, panic, and denial. A global sense of unease. On day 3, objects enter the upper atmosphere without heat signature or sonic disruption. They hold position at fixed points across the planet in geometric distribution, aligning with no known pattern. They do not respond to radar or optical targeting. Attempts to approach them fail. Pilots report a sensation of displacement rather than resistance. The objects remain silent and inert. Governments issue controlled statements, attempting to preserve order, but the absence of engagement erodes authority. People begin to abandon cities. Infrastructure weakens further. Emergency services cannot sustain scale. Supply chains break. Localized violence emerges not from intent, but from resource pressure and fear. The objects begin to emit low-frequency fields that interfere with electronics at close range. Power grids destabilize in multiple regions. Blackouts spread unevenly. Coordinated response fails because communication is unreliable and command structures lose synchronization. On day 7, the signal changes, adding a single line. Initial phase complete. This correlates with the objects descending to lower altitude and expanding in size without visible mechanics. The atmosphere around them distorts light and sound. Temperature drops in localized zones. Vegetation within those zones ceases growth without decay. Animal behavior shifts. Humans exposed to the fields report altered perception of time and memory gaps. Medical analysis finds no damage or measurable cause. Evacuation attempts fail. On day 9, direct interaction begins without contact. Individuals receive internal directives. These directives are consistent across subjects and languages, describing precise mechanical tasks. Compliance is high. Resistance produces cognitive dissonance. Those who comply have no recollection. Tasks appear to be mapping behavior, reframing the invasion as assessment rather than conquest. Military engagement is attempted despite lack of target clarity. Projectiles pass through fields without effect. Energy weapons dissipate without measurable transfer. Attack produces no response. Command begins to recognize that force has no leverage. This recognition spreads slowly. On day 11, the objects synchronize and emit a global pulse, disabling all high-frequency communication. Isolation becomes total at scale. Population stabilizes in smaller groups with localized decision-making. Absence of central authority reduces conflict in some regions, increases it in others. Adaptation begins at the individual level. People revert to direct observation and immediate cause and effect. The influence of the fields becomes normalized. Fear transitions into constrained acceptance. On day 12, the time stomp resolves. The objects contract to initial size and ascend without acceleration. The fields collapse instantly. Electronics resume function without damage. The signal ends without closure. No structural destruction, no loss of mass, no identifiable extraction. Yet global systems are reset, dependency exposed as fragility. Centralized control shown to be slow and brittle. Individuals and small groups maintained function while large systems failed to adapt. The conclusion is not victory or defeat, but reclassification of human readiness. Advanced intelligence does not require domination to achieve objective. Observation at scale can alter a system. The absence of explanation prevents narrative closure, removing simple interpretation. The only durable outcome is behavioral adjustment toward resilience without reliance on abstraction, and toward decision-making that does not depend on distant authority or complete information.